It's 4 o'clock. It's already 75 degrees, close to 75 degrees, and it's muggy. That's weird. Like in Louisiana, that's enough. But then the breeze would be hot too, and here the breeze has actually got a little chill to it. So as long as the wind's blowing, it should stay comfortable. Well, my theory, Sunday was really warm. Birds were up and moving as soon as the sun came up. Tuesday was rather cold and a little bit uncomfortable, and nothing moved until around 10 o'clock. So I'm betting that today the birds will be up early, because I'm thinking that, like people, they tend to get up and move a little quicker when it's a little warmer. So if I gain nothing else from this today, I'll at least be able to test the theory. You know, I don't know if you know this, but it's a little hard trying to be dedicated to hunting and having a toddler. Not getting a lot of sleep lately. So before I even got in, I've been wearing this little black clip on my hat for the diaphragm calls, and I got it just to try it. And I remember when I got it, I'm like, this is probably not going to work. The calls are probably going to fall off when I move around. But I'll give it a shot anyway. Stuck my favorite diaphragm call in there, and sure enough, lost it before I got in. Kind of, sort of starting to try to figure out where I want to get set up, and he started gobbling, same general vicinity that he has been. So I got set up facing him, and somehow moving between point A, where I was initially looking, and point B, where I set up on him when he was gobbling, I managed to drop my waterproof striker for my slate call. So I lost my best diaphragm call and my best slate striker right off the bat. Because I'm super good at this, can't you tell? So managed to get him coming with the slate, and it started raining, so the slate started getting slippery. Now I don't have my waterproof striker. It's raining on my slate. I don't have my diaphragm call that I'm comfortable with, and I'm not good with diaphragm calls to begin with. So I got him close. I saw his head, just little peaks of his body, and I couldn't get him to step out in the open. And he went right down the left side of me, and he went behind me, and nothing I could do to get him to turn back. He came up from the low ground onto the ridge, and he just marched down that ridge, gobbling the entire way. And he stopped. He was interested in me. He stopped and clucked a few times, and kind of, but I just didn't give him enough. the interesting thing about filming your hunting trips is you notice things when you review the footage that you didn't think of when you were in the field. And when I left the woods the other day, I was almost 100% convinced that just my amateur turkey calling was the reason that bird wouldn't break cover. But I noticed something in the video that I hadn't noticed in the field, and I had GoPros running. I had one on my chest and I had my big one mounted on the tree to my right. The bird was off to my left. And didn't notice in the field, but the GoPros both have display screens and red lights that flash when they're recording, and both of them were recording. And in that kind of dusk condition, when I reviewed the video, I saw how bright those lights were. So, right about where that turkey stopped and started looking around and clucking, if he looked to the left, he was almost directly in front of the camera. So when he looked out into that open area, on the other side of it, right about turkey eye level, was my GoPro with a flashing red LED light. And I am about 80% sure that that bird looked out in that opening, saw that flashing light, and knew something was up, and just peace out, I'm gone. Which is, I should have thought of it. But it's also funny because Skunk Master doesn't want to go on camera. He doesn't want to be actively involved in creating content because he thinks it takes away from the experience, that it takes away from the fun and the enjoyment. So I think he's going to get a pretty good kick out of the fact that I very real chance lost this bird to a stupid flashing red GoPro light. Fortunately, it's an easy fix, and an old roll of electrical tape ensures that none of those lights are visible. So I'll get back at it and without the flashing red lights and see what we can do.